All right, here we go. Super excited to have you guys on tonight with us. Some of you might be looking at LifeVantage for the very first time, some of you in the company already, or just a product user. But welcome to everybody. I am Sean Poe from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it is my honor tonight to introduce Dr. Sveta Silverman from Edmonton, Alberta. Sveta is just a absolute delight to have in my life and living life with her. She is one of the smartest people I know and one of the most caring people as well too. She is a pathologist specializing in breast cancer. But she is also one of the leading people in the world about NRF2 activation and the products that we have. So I don't want to take up a ton of time, but I want to turn it over to Dr. Sveta Silverman to talk to you guys tonight about Axio. Sveta, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Sean. Thank you, Pose. And no, not the best in the world on NRF2. However, I don't need to be the best in NRF2 because I am beyond the point of believing in NRF2. So in a sense, I'm kind of slowing down and doing my NRF2 research because I'm done with this. It's like I've discovered there's like, you got to do what you got to do. NRF2 is a must in your body. Next. So, so guys, today I want to talk to you in three ways. I want to talk to you as Sveta Silverman, just a person, just a lame person. Then I want to talk to you as a Dr. Silverman. And per se, then I want to talk to you as Sveta Silverman, the business owner. So let's start with Sveta Silverman just as a person. Well, I'm the product of the product. And I'm in Canada, so by and large, I will be talking about this. This is a decaffeinated version because that's what we have in Canada. I will touch upon caffeinated. So now, as a person, what do I want from my day? And my day is very, very busy. So let's say I don't have breaks. I don't have a luxury to have a mid-afternoon nap. I don't have a luxury per se to stop. So I have to stay focused. I have to stay concentrated. And the thing is, I actually would love to stay calm, calm and collected. So I do Axio every day of my life. It is as simple as that for years. Just because of everything I just told you. So now, Axio is, and we will, as you know, as the second part, we'll go into the ingredients, we will. But Axio is, not only it hydrates me, Axio is your pre-workout, is your during workout, is your after workout, is your during the day. This is, to me, this is a drink that I believe that I need. If I believe that I need, per se, as a business owner, it is my duty, and as a physician, it is my duty to talk about it because it's health. So now, let's start thinking. I am a pathologist. What does that mean, guys? What it means that my job is actually to look in a microscope in a very concentrated, brainy way. I look, I concentrate, I think. This is my job. So I need to stay focused all the time. This is very, very hard. So I need either to not only to feed my brain, but I need to support and balance my brain to stay that focused. So that's number one. Number two, this is about me and yes, my dog. My dog is a certified pet therapy dog. What does that mean? That Fiddler and I, we go to work. Twice a week, we go to the hospitals and nursing homes. Going to nursing homes, guys, scared me big time because we go to Alzheimer's units. This is the scariest thing of me thinking I see people that lost their cognition. To me, this is the scariest part, to avoid to have that in my retirement. So what I need from my daily living is sustain the daily living and stay proactive in terms of preventing the cognitive decline. Scary part. There's a very personal story. My husband just bought a tractor of his childhood dream. 1940 something old tractor that we called Willie. And we finally found the guy to fix it. He's like Harry, they're in the same age, like mid-70s. Lovely family, lovely, retired, beautiful acreage. His lovely wife is struggling from early Alzheimer's. It breaks my heart to see people who reached out that finally that stage of their life when they can live. And now she's enjoying, but what's about him? So how do we stay away? Now, from this perspective, before I do, obviously, my job as a physician is to be true to you, to be true to myself, to be true to my products. And as a business owner and the life vantager, I have to be honest. I cannot overhype neither the products nor anything. So I went again. So every time, and I try to learn all the time, I found the human double-blind placebo randomized control trial coming from Japan. Guys, I love studies from Japan. Guess who is the godfather of NRF2 in all the studies? He's a Japanese guy, Dr. Masayuki Yamamoto. So the thing, I love those studies because they're legit. So the thing is, and we'll get into the ingredients, one of the main ingredients in Axio. So from that main ingredient, L-theanine, the study was done. Listen, now all of us. So in those participants, reduces the stress, optimizes daily function, improves cognition, helps with sleep, improve, now I cannot read my handwriting, improve calmness. That's exactly what I want. That's what I need. Plus, it is validated. Now, as a physician, let's go into the list of ingredients. Why I love LifeVantage. I love LifeVantage. Why do I love Axio? Let's start with L-theanine. What is L-theanine? L-theanine is something, it's basically an amino acid, which is in green tea. So green tea is one of the main ingredients in all Axio over different flavors. There are different flavors, that's fine, they're concocted, and it's based on sugar-free stevia, forget it, L-theanine. So what L-theanine does, it potentiates, it improves our calming nervous system. So we have two nervous systems. We have a sympathetic nervous system, which is like fight or flight, And then we have a parasympathetic, calm and relax and zen. So L-theanine improves our parasympathetic. Now, there is a neurotransmitter that also calms us down. Yes, I am going to be a little doctorial, and that neurotransmitter is called GABA. And L-theanine improves GABA. Again, it's calmness. And calmness is functionality. And calmness is decreased stress. And calmness is better sleep. Now, what else do we have in your version, in American version of Axio? We have DMAO. What does that mean? That actually increases another neurotransmitter that allows you to think, acetylcholine. And forget about the name of the big things. And if you don't forget it, you can ask Sean Poe after to write it down and repeat. So the thing is that acetylcholine helps with cognition and helps with movement. So now let me do a little bit of a cheating because I have the list of all major ingredients. And now, what else do we have in Axio? We have magnesium. Guys, what's magnesium? Magnesium is a must. Not only it's what is called cofactor, what it means that cofactor means it's that part in metabolic processes that you need to have. If you don't have that, your famous superoxide dismutase is not going to work. Your mitochondria is not going to function, giving us energy and life. So magnesium is there. What else is in there? B complex with different B vitamins. Now, in these B vitamins, there is something that we're already familiar that is going to improve your NAD. Now, with all these things, what else is it going to give us? I told you, pre-workout, during workout, after workout, Axio gives us vigor. Axio allows us vigor again with calmness and balance. Again, interesting thing going back to L-theanine, what it does, it sustains that level of energy and that level of calmness and kind of mental acuity, as opposed to you absolutely can drink your coffee. Coffee is good. Caffeine, proper caffeine is very good for your system, and proper coffee. Organic black coffee is good. Lots of polyphenols and antioxidants, but it's going to give you this and this. We want this. Now, what else? What else do we have in our Axio? I had my cheat sheet and now I don't have it. Now, there is something in Axio that we always neglect. So we pay attention to vigor, stress release, more energy, the balance, the concentration, but we never talk about Axio being an NRF2 activator. Everything we have, all the composition of Axio is also an NRF2 activator. And yes, what I've forgotten what I was looking, Axio is working, I remember. Axio contains quercetin. Axio is so multifunctional. Now, when are we thinking of quercetin? What are we thinking? Have you ever heard of the term senolytic? Senile, you know what that's senile age. Lytic, decrease. Axio is not, quercetin is not only senolytic, but it's also mitochondrial modulator. It's a mitochondrial boost. So you have niacin, which is going to lead to a whole bunch of reactions, and NAD. You have magnesium into your mitochondria. You have your quercetin. You have your L-theanine. Do you see why Axio? So that leads me to the third part. So guys, my take as a business owner, yes, I take it. But I don't want to convince anyone to take my products. What I want to teach you and present to you something that you as guests or prospects or just people understand. I absolutely need it in my body. That's when understanding of dollar comes on, because people will tell you, I cannot afford it. This is not a matter of affordability. This is a matter of necessity. This is a matter of something. Am I going to feel better? Am I going to feel more youthful? Am I going to feel more vibrant? Am I going to feel more energized? Am I going to feel more alive? Am I going to think as opposed to the foggy brain? That's when I start questioning myself, what can I do? And that's, I think, Axio is an absolutely essential part of it. I really don't care what flavor you choose because it's a matter of palate. I like raspberry, somebody else doesn't like raspberry. But it's a matter of the other components other than flavor, because it's the same composition. What I need in my body to feel better. So this is for me as a business, as a life manager, to talk about that product and promote it and talk about it. Now, being in Canada, we live basically by example or by personal experience. The majority of us became consultants because we have personal benefits and we love the products, and then we see how we can change the world. That will lead you from your belief in your personal consumption, that will lead you into, oh boy, I need to talk about it. But the thing is, if you start talking about it, you actually can bring something on board and build and grow your team. And this is the last part of my presentation as to the benefits of the products brings to the benefits to the body. The benefits to the body brings the idea, how can I change the world? Changing the world can bring you to the business. And then again and again, what do we want? We want to retire. We want to work happy. We want to retire happy, but we want to live happy and healthy. And that sort of rounds it up into that positive feedback loop. So that's about it. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Dr. Sveta. For those of you that are hearing this for the first time, just get back with the person that introduced this to you. They can get you more information, answer questions, get you signed up. I just poured a glass of the new limited time offer flavor peach nectarine. If you guys have tried the new flavors, let me know which one is your favorite in the chat. I know some of you haven't even received it yet. They're that new. But the two flavors, the decaf right now for the summer is peach nectarine. And then we've got the caffeinated one, cherry limeade. And we had a group of people together this past weekend, and about half the group hadn't tried them yet. And it was awesome watching their facial expressions and just the excitement as they tried those new flavors. So super excited about that. If you are in Canada, we have also the NFR site, not for resale, that you can get some of the other flavors off of as well too. So super excited about that. But Sveta, we appreciate you so much for taking the time to educate everybody.
Well, thank you very much for the honor of allowing me to be with you guys. It's just simply amazing. So many people. Oh, 45, in fact. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anything else, Michelle?
I was gonna say, we have just a few minutes. I'm looking at the screen here and I know different stories from Axio. If anybody can unmute, because we have some guests here, baby.
Well,
What have you? Yes.
I have a huge story on
Oh,
Axio. Well,
amazing. Let's hear it.
yeah, guys, do you know how the Axio started? So the Axio started with an amazing guy by the name of Sean Talbot. And the story of Axio is he is a super marathoner. His idea of fun is to run 100 miles marathon. That's his idea of fun. So he needed a drink that is going to sustain him. Now, not only he needed a drink to sustain him, he wanted the drink to taste good. So he found guinea pigs, his kids. What does that mean? It means that it had to be tasty, it had to be safe. That's, per se, that's the story of Axio, and how basically, well, obviously then there was legal, I'm kind of exaggerating, but the idea is how great it is, how safe it is. And he actually was a super champion as an ultra marathoner, as an amateur. So that's the story.
I love that so much. And when Dr. Nancy was here too, it had me reflecting back, because I remember him talking about the different ingredients and throwing it into his mouth. And she was like, have you ever put it under your tongue and just done that? Anyway, some people like Dr. Nancy have also done that. Who here has a story that they would just love to share really quick? Just unmute yourself and share that while we're doing that. And then interrupt me when you're there. I'll tell you, we were so blessed when Axio first came out. We were able to try it before it was released. And some of you have heard the story of when we first got it, it was red raspberry, which Sveta I love as well. And then there was green grape. And I took it real quick and I was like, oh, thank goodness, at least they taste good. Because there's no way that I will share anything with anybody unless, or I'll tell them, well, this isn't the flavor that I love, but blah, blah, blah. But the flavors were amazing. So I'm driving down the road and people were asking me, Michelle, what does it feel like? How do you feel? What is it like? Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, first things first, I'm so happy that it tastes good. But I said, I feel like I have a permagrin. And it was before we knew any science, knew anything at all that Dr. Sveta just said. And I said, I just feel like I have a permagrin. I said, I feel lighter. I feel calmer. There's just like this happiness. And they'd be like, Michelle, whatever, you're always happy. You're always, thinking to the positive. I said, well, I have stress too. It's not that I don't have stress and, get anxious about different things. I have that. I'm human. But yes, I definitely look to the positive, but I have those stressors. And when I was driving, I totally just felt lighter and happier and calmer and had a weight lifted. But did you hear what Dr. Sveta said? All those things. But it was just so interesting how that's what I felt, with zero jitters at all. So we're so grateful for it. We go through a lot of Axio in our home. All right, unmute. Anybody? We have 4 minutes. I know there's a lot of stories here.
Okay, nobody wants to see my face probably because I just got done working out and I'm so sorry. So I'll just tell my story really quick. My daughter Hannah has been on ADHD medication since she was 12, and we started her on Protandim and Axio, and she actually took the Axio first. And she, for the first time since she was 12, was able to get off of Vyvanse, which she's 23. So 11 years. And what was really cool is we kind of missed her personality, and you kind of forget the personality that they had. And I guess in 11 years, we kind of forgot that, but she got her personality back, and that was just very very heartwarming. And so she's doing really, really well, and doesn't have to take Vyvanse anymore. So that's my story.
He loves the Axio, right? It's so
Oh yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So
so coconut pineapple is her favorite, and it was limited time, so like a limited offer. So I might have bought over 12 cans for her, but
it's
anyway,
what
yeah.
we do.
So,
Yep, it's what we do.
yeah.
And for those of you out there, for these summer months, they make really good slushies. They make amazing popsicles. So we make them for our kids. They're incredible, yummy, healthy treats. So awesome, awesome. Yeah, Mama Love, 12 cans. Okay, we have a minute and a half. Who else?
Hi, I'm Cheryl. So yeah, my daughter too, we've not had her diagnosed with ADHD, but I work in a school and have for almost 10 years, and I'm pretty positive she has it. And I put her on Axio and NRF1. And when she doesn't take it, my husband's like, "What is wrong with her? Did you not give that to her today?" Because like we can totally tell that she is just like almost on a craze. Like when she's not on it. When she's on it, she just focuses better, she listens better. It's just a totally different kid.
Amazing, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Those are the biggest things, especially when we talk to, kids. They'll say, I feel so much more focused. I feel so much calmer, right? And the word focus isn't a normal word that, an 8-year-old or whatnot would say. And it's just a beautiful thing. So let's give Dr. Sveta Silverman another round of applause, you guys. Every time I listen to Dr. Sveta speak, number one, my heart is just grateful for having her in our life. She is, like Sean said, one of the most beautiful people on this planet. She just cares and cares and cares. And Sveta, thank you for bringing your pup to the hospital, to the nursing homes, to serve and to love on people. I know when we've been at hospitals, Elise and Callista have both been in the hospital for, emergency type situations when you have fears, and those dogs are so calming and so needed, and they just bring peace, and you do that as well. That makes me emotional to talk about. I just have visions of you being there with your dog making a difference, and that's what Sveta does, you guys, is she comes into the world and just makes a difference in every way. And I believe she has a new podcast coming out as well. So check her Facebook page, subscribe to her podcast, because we want to learn, right? We want to learn how to be healthy, strong, servant humans of this world. So Dr. Sveta, thank you once again. Let's wrap her up with a big squeeze. We are so blessed by you.
Guys, it's a lot humbling, I don't need all the accolades or none of the accolades, but Michelle, you hit it on the nail in terms of the legacy, in terms of, it's amazing when you bring a dog, how many smiles it opens up. That's a thing.
Yes.
It's so powerful to diagnose cancer. It's not a legacy. You're breaking bad news. Bring a dog to the unit and stuff. It's unbelievable, those smiles that he puts on patients, on staff, and on the relatives. That's what it is. They will not remember me diagnosing, but they will remember Fiddler.
Yes.
To come and just sit and ask for a treat.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So take the love and the peace of Dr. Sveta and think, what can you do tonight after we get off the call, to pour love onto people in your life, whether it's a text, a call, a hug, a quick message, just anything that you can do, helping a neighbor out. So thank you, Sveta, for inspiring us to be just better. All right. Love you. And drink that Axio. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys. Big hug. Let's have an incredible rest of the week. For those of you that are guests, please get back to the person that invited you. We're so grateful that you are here tonight. Thank you, everybody.